This is going to be another product review video, and it's for a wireless CarPlay dongle. A lot of you know that typically my baseline for this is latency with voice. So when you're speaking, it doesn't take a while for the unit to pick up your voice and then relay back whatever information you're looking for. And then also if this works in the NSX head unit, because that one historically is very difficult for these dongles to work with. I have this one that was sent to me by the SyncKid Corporation, and it's another one of the Chinese dongles that are on Amazon. And I'll put the MSRP in the description. Initial thoughts are the packaging is nice. They give you an adapter to change this to USB-C, vice versa. This is extremely light, like very light. So when I initially opened it, I didn't necessarily think that it would be a very good product. So let's go ahead and install this thing, and then I'll give you a quick review at the end. But I did want to show you basically how simple this works. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to turn on your car, which is going to boot up the head unit. All right, and then wherever your CarPlay USB input is, I have a USB-A, we're going to plug it in right there, which is going to power on the unit. There is a light right here that tells you that it's powering on, and as it blinks, it's basically in pairing mode. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to your phone and click on Bluetooth, and then you're going to scroll down to the very bottom and you're going to wait for the device to actually show up. Once it shows up, it's going to be very simple and easy to connect the device. So as you can see here, the car is recognizing the device, but because the phone isn't paired to the device yet, it's not working. So we're going to click on Smart Dongle. And you can see here, we have a pairing request. It's very simple. Just click pair and allow it to sync with your contacts, which is going to allow everything to smoothly transition to your head unit. Click connect. And at this point, we can see it's connected here, and we are good to go. So on my head unit, I have a touchpad, so I have to cycle through these things essentially to get anything back. I don't have a touch screen. However, if you did have a touch screen, you could easily just go touch whatever's needed. So at this point, if I were to say something like, "Hey Siri, what's the weather like today?"
You'll need to turn on location services for that. Want to turn it on just this once, or while using Siri? Expect some clear skies today. Daytime temperatures will hover around 78 degrees, with overnight lows around 48.
So it was that simple and that quick. And additionally, if I said something like, "Hey Siri, what's traffic like today?"
Sorry, I can't show the result to you while you're in the car.
So granted, she didn't give me the result, but she can hear me say, "Hey Siri," and it's instantaneous, which is really nice. So moving on to the review aspect of this, I'm pleasantly surprised, to be quite honest. This unit I've used to talk on the phone, it's worked better than the wireless CarPlay that's on the Honda Pilot. There has been no latency. It hasn't crashed. It hasn't not worked on the Pilot or the TLX. It's been perfect. In ways, it's worked better than OEM on the Pilot, which has really surprised me because of how light it feels. The downside is on the NSX head unit, it doesn't work. It boots up, but then it freezes. It continually crashes. It's not unexpected for that car because of the aging head unit that it utilizes. But on any of the newer vehicles, whether it's a touch screen, a touch pad, it's worked flawlessly, and I'm honestly surprised. It is one that I'm going to keep and continue to use in my fleet to turn my wired CarPlay into wireless CarPlay because it's worked so well. So that's my 2 cents with it. I totally recommend it. It's much better than the AutoCast in terms of the voice quality and the latency. This is by far the smallest latency of any of these dongles I've ever used. And I get sent them pretty often to try out. Most I don't even report on because I wouldn't recommend them. But this is definitely one that I would. Again, I'll put details in the description below, but this is by SyncKid. Again, it's an Amazon, I guess an Amazon special type USB dongle. It's very light, works very well for any of the newer model vehicles that I've been able to test it on. If you have any questions about this, feel free to leave them in the comments below. I'm happy to try and troubleshoot as much as I can. Thanks for watching.